Hello. I'm not so I'm not sure why that happened. Maybe because I was doing a lot of things last minute. Because I lost track of time a little watching a show. Well, rewatching scenes from a show I finished. So I don't know. I don't know why I bother with having a time range because I'm always here at 3:30. It's just a silly rom-com. It's not very good. So I'll see. You're kind of hidden. Should I resize? Should I resize? Should I risk it? I'm gonna risk it. Okay. You can do it, computer. Oh, you did it. I'm a little bit too tall now, so I didn't choose a background, but I like being in the void sometimes. It would be cool to have one good consistent background, you know, like those moving ones that have individual, lots of custom things in them that you commission, and I won't have to worry about choosing one, and it'll be nice to look at in the back. So one day, why do I keep making myself smaller? There we go. I'm a bit tall, but I think it works out. Usually I'm not this high up, so... I'm not even sitting today. I'm not standing today, I mean. Yeah, you get a different camera angle. I think my sinuses are haunted. It's still not completely clear, but that's okay. I'm sure we'll go away sometime soon. Other than that, I don't really feel sick at all. I think today we'll just chat, and it doesn't have anything to do with the fact that my keyboard isn't together, you know? It's not part of it. It's just that I have a lot to talk about, and I wanna go. I wanna go run after this. I haven't gone running, I think, since middle school. When I tried the track team for one day, and I felt like my legs were gonna explode. I think that's the only time. And any other time I was running, it was just playing, you know, or being in sports. So, I've never done dedicated runs, so I'm gonna try it after this. Yeah, and I should try to sleep at least a little bit, because before the last interview I didn't sleep at all, and I have an interview, well, today technically, in the morning, so not too far away. I should try to sleep a bit after I run. And the last stretch. Yeah, I haven't tried in a while, or at all really, because my feet are kind of bad. I got surgery on one of them, a bit ago, and I regret it because it was when I was still agoraphobic, but not in the worst stages of it. But I wasn't mentally well enough to do the physical therapy after, so it never healed right, and so it hurts more now than it did before. And I only got one foot fixed, kind of, but it's not fixed. So I'm gonna have to get like restorative, is that the word? Surgery on it one day, but I haven't run on them, so we'll see how bad it hurts. It's not super intense, but you're not supposed to, your feet aren't supposed to hurt like that from normal activity. So we'll see how bad it is. That's another reason I don't work on like, all the time, but it's fine. They'll just be red, and that's okay. Yeah. My voice is a bit raspy. I haven't drinking water. I got a bottle of water to drink when I'm in bed, but then I forget to do that too. So maybe a few sips. Okay. It could be a lot worse. It really didn't help too much, and it made my balance worse and my flexibility worse, and I have sporadic like pain there and scar tissue. So I really regret getting that. I didn't actually want to get surgery, but because it was a minor and because of the timing, I think it was more cost effective to do it then than later. And so my mom wanted to do it, and I never said no to anything at the time. So just because she thought it was a good idea, I just said yes. And I guess it's a good lesson, because now I take surgery quite seriously. You know, it never actually fully goes back to what it was. You don't realize that if you never had surgery before. This is for pretty much anything. So I guess it's a good place for it to be messed up, because I don't really care that much about the scar on my foot or anything. Yeah, that was the reason, I guess. But I really I shouldn't have gotten it. It's okay. No, it doesn't hurt when I ride my bike, just like weight on it, which is why using an elliptical is better. But my mom sold our squeaky elliptical because it's bulky and takes up a lot of room. So I can't use that anymore to run. It was nice because I didn't get foot pain from it, but we'll see. Maybe it's not too bad. You know, if I don't run for too long, maybe it's very bearable. I'll try. Yeah, my grandma had one too. I used to play on those when we were little. You could go in circles by standing on one and just pulling on the handle. Definitely not the recommended usage, but we were little, so I didn't mess it up. I didn't weigh much. And my brother did that while talking and joking around. There was a nice view too. It was on the balcony. It was nice. There wasn't much else to do in that apartment. Besides those messed up German fairy tales. And that was about it. Yeah. Maybe scouring for leftovers too. And looking at mini China. With all our family names on it. There was very little to do there. Not my eye. My eye is too clean. The only funky stuff was this super bland cookie. I forgot what it's called. But it's the world's blandest cookie. And orange sherbet. I don't know what the difference is between sherbet and sorbet, but there's a difference. Oh. Yeah. I'm trying to get all the watching out of my system before I go back to work and before my subscription goes away in a couple of days. So I guess I'll just make the most I can out of my last few lazy days. Hopefully, if I get hired somewhere. There's also a fast food chain I applied to just in case, just as a backup. But I didn't respond to the interview thing because I don't think I can handle doing the front desk and orders through the drive-thru window. So I think I'll just look for something else. Hi, Mystical. But I think they have like a 3 a.m. I think it starts at 3 a.m. So maybe I'll try. Was it? Was it not? It's just it's very fast paced and also like have to be loud over the intercom and clear. You know? True. I'm not that good at you know at small talk, so I don't know if I would be able to make any acquaintances. But I was gonna tell you about the interview and other things I did over the past few days. That's true. I just thought it could really get you out of your shell. No, it's not made for everyone. So, okay, what did I do? On Sunday, I went to a thrift shop too. That's true. But you can't make people comfortable though. I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. Just because I'm not good at talking, I worry about that. So oh yeah, I went to the shop. I have all my clothes are just sweatshirts and sweatpants. I haven't bought new clothes in a long time. So I went to one of those and I got a few dresses and a skirt and I have like a sweatshirt sweatpants set. It's really cute. It's like a very light blue. I don't have anything like this. I don't have any clothing sets really. I guess one pajama set. I haven't worn a dress in a long time either. Just sleep dresses, but I don't wear those out, of course. It was nice. One of them was on the mannequin there, and luckily I saw it because it fit perfectly and it looks really pretty. I don't know. It has this thing you can. Oh, those are my strings. I'll pull them so they stop dragging on the. Wait, I could just tie it. Yes. There you go. Has a thing. It kind of comes off like an apron almost, but it's attached at the side, and then you just tie it however you want to. So it's like a bow on the side, and then it's checkered, and a few buttons in the front and long sleeve. So it's very cute. And also, I only have one pair of sneakers. I pretty much just have one pair of shoes. And then outside shoes, the slip-ons that were my mom's. I was really fine with that, but I also didn't need other kinds of sneakers. But so I got some, but they're kind of uncomfortable. I couldn't find any that were really comfortable. So I just think I'll wear the ones I had before. I don't find them comfortable, just she wouldn't let me leave if I didn't choose one. I chose one. They weren't expensive at all. I'll try to break them in though. I try to put orthotics. I have orthotics in the ones I always use. Right. It's not like you wear shoes on your hands too. You can only wear one pair at a time. Why do you need more than one? Hi, Photon. Hello, I recognize your name from the Discord. So, why do you need more than one pair of shoes? If you don't go to, fancy places where you need heels. Even the fancy place I was talking about that I could work at, they tell the employees to wear shoes, to wear sneakers, because you have to move around a lot, and there'd be lots of clicking and clinking on the floor. Otherwise, no. I don't see the point in it. I should just wear one pair of sneakers until it's just thread and holes in it, and the sole is coming out. Well, I didn't go to my graduation, but it's not uncommon, I'm sure. Maybe some people rent them with the suits though. I don't know in one place. Yeah. I have my super beat up pair of shoes from high school. I saved them even though they're held together by tape and they have holes. They're black Converse. They're my sadness shoes. I saw them a lot every single day, looking down. I don't know why I keep them because it's not good memories, but they're still memories nonetheless. I probably shouldn't get attached to objects like that, though. Try not to. I keep some of my old clothes for the same reason. Fair enough. I have to get rid of some of my old clothes that also have holes in them and they're ruined. One of them are pajama pants that my friend gave me in middle school. I've been wearing them for so long, and I don't know. I feel weird getting rid of them. I've seen them for such a long time, and I don't want to get rid of them. But the elastic's all worn out and it has holes in it. And then another one looks like what a zombie would wear in a zombie movie. It has so many holes. I thought I would keep it, and then if one day I want to dress up as a zombie, or I want to be really fashionable, you know, trendy fashion. If clothes with holes ever come back, you know, as being cool, one time I could wear it. You would think so, right? But they're not small holes. They're so big I can't. They're so big I put my hand in the hole instead of the sleeve. Yeah, they're really big. But it's kind of ripped in all the right places to look like a fashionable zombie. So I don't know if I should get rid of it or not. Bye. Say bye. Bye. Sew them? I would need as much thread as there is cloth. And it's like this mesh design too, so you can't really sew that part. Well, part of it is the mesh design, which is why the holes got so big. And there's and also the entire collar. The entire collar is ripped, so I can't wear that around people without an undershirt. So, yeah. But with an undershirt, maybe I could wear it for Halloween. I won't go anywhere. But maybe by myself I could dress up. Who knows? Whatever. I don't know. Maybe I should at least take a Polaroid of them to see the sole of the shirt and pajama pants. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I could. Oh wait, maybe I could use them both as a zombie costume. My zombie will be homebody who was spit randomly when a zombie jumped through the window into their cave. That's my concept. Yeah. I just need gamer headphones and a Switch. I don't have either of those. All coming together. So I've never cosplayed before. I can't remember last time I went trick-or-treating either, dressed up. Maybe Ollie. Guess so, but that's more of a personality than her concept, her character concept. I don't think it's gamer, unless she had a special outfit for that. Maybe she has because she's been around for a while. I wouldn't be surprised. I know Lena has a like homebody game outfit. Yeah. God, I've never been to a costume party. I mean, is there such thing as a bad costume? Ketchup and mustard. It's kind of cute. I don't think it's bad. I don't think there's any bad costume. I can't think of one. Maybe the costume that's not a costume, like college student, and you just wear regular clothes. Maybe that one. There's this thing in Japan, I forgot what it's called, but it's like a hyper-specific costume of doing one thing. And it's not like you don't put any effort in, it's just very, very specific. So it'd be like person putting in eye drops but missing costume. And they'll have to, I don't know, and then they have to walk around with this same expression on their face. It's like I don't know what it's called. I saved it because I thought it was funny and I thought one day we could look through them. But they're just hyper specific mundane costumes. I don't know how. True, it's super duper expensive if you wanna cosplay seriously, and the cheap ones look cheap. It's hard to get. Other things you can get cheap things that look good, look close to the real thing, but with cosplays, and especially with cosplay wigs, it just never cuts it. My mother and I sometimes go back to watch I have a Wimpy Kid. It's kind of a fun comfort movie. And you realize when you're older that Greg is a really bad kid. He's not a good friend. They are, especially when they have these big parts that stand out, and they can make it stand out using wires underneath and hairspray. They're very talented. 100 mask. Oh, milk. I've never watched pngtuber. I haven't watched Made in Abyss, but I know I need to. That's so cool. This character design is so different from the main characters from Made in Abyss, though. So I guess they have a lot of variety in how they appear. One day I will watch it. One day. Is the void okay? Would you prefer a background? Is the void fine? Oh, I can imagine. Well, that had to be very, very crowded, though. I bet that was more crowded than Comic Kid. Okay. You're okay with the void, then the void's okay with you. I've seen... Oh, and at the holo conventions, there are also so many good cosplayers. Some of the members do like interviews, or they sit by and do commentary while there are interviews with cosplayers. I've seen that before. I've never been to a convention. Crowds are too much for me, but I would like to go down Artist Alley. The thing is, I don't have decorations and stuff, so I probably wouldn't buy anything. I would just like to look. I can't think of what I would. I guess I have trinkets. I do collect trinkets, so maybe that. But no posters or art, because I won't display them anywhere. I bought art books a while ago, but I never looked through them. Maybe once I take them out of the box. I bought one from... Oh, I forgot his name, but it was very expensive for me. Artist. It's really, really well known. I remembered it. I actually remembered his name. Kim Jung-ji. He's passed away now. But he's a master. I bought one of his art books a while ago. It's so beautiful. I think it was like $100 and something, which isn't that much really, but for me, maybe at the time. Yeah, he doesn't even need references, and his sketches are masterpieces. And he does perspective so wonderfully, and the ideas in the drawings are always really unique, and there's a lot of human-animal combinations and human robot combos, human and technology. Yeah. If you watch just his hand move, well, he's dead now, but his name is. Here, let me make sure I spell it right. Oh, you spelled it for me. Thank you. It's a very simple name. I don't have the greatest spelling ability. They're really, really beautiful. You don't need color at all. He has some with color, but I think it's almost exclusively black and white with the book I have. Let me see. Yeah. And sorry, I'm just kind of mesmerized by it a bit now. I was just looking through them a little. I think he did one in real time at an art museum, and you could just see the pictures forming so fast. It's really cool. And people came to watch him draw. Lots of them. Anyway, we're a bit off topic now. But yeah, I was just saying I don't really go through the art books I have, even though I really like them. So maybe once I put them out, because I have them stored away somewhere. Well, I know where they are. They're in my closet. I don't know where my pepper spray is. That's the only thing I've misplaced permanently. I can't find it anywhere. Everything else I know where it is, but that one thing is missing. I don't know after how many years it's good though. Maybe the nozzle gets... it wouldn't be rusty. Maybe it stops working at some point. And I guess you never really want to have to use it. But yeah, I think they've always been expensive because they have to cover the cost of, transporting themselves and their materials there. And I think you also have to pay for a spot, so they have to recover a lot of costs, understandably. It's not like they're making a huge profit, but it is super expensive. That's the case for any kind of homemade-ish thing, creative works and x-rays. But yeah, I can't afford to spend anything right now, especially when I don't have a job yet. I think I lost more money this week than I made, because I got some groceries. I chip in for that now, and I had to Uber myself to the interview. We can talk about that. Okay. And then some small things. Okay. Where were we? Oh, thrift shops. So it was mainly at one place. The other place had quite expensive stuff for a thrift shop. The pants, one pair of pants was like $42. It's not thrifting. It's buying used clothes, but for the same amount of money. It's too much. So we left that one pretty fast. Well, yeah, if you want to buy pets for the same price as buying them new, but someone has lived in them for a bit, then that's where you can go. I guess because they have a curated collection. Maybe it was like an upscale thrift shop, but it kind of defeats the whole purpose, doesn't it? I don't fully understand it, but so I imagine there are a lot of people that yeah, a TikToker maybe with 500,000 followers. They attach their name and their TikTok handle. I imagine a lot of people walk in and walk right out like us. I feel bad, but it's just too much. And you can't tell from the name that it's really fancy or anything. it looks like it's gonna be a normal one because it has a denim seat, one of those seats with the jeans sewn over it. It looks like a normal thrift place with lots of random cool things. But it's not. So I didn't go there. I went to another place that had really cheap stuff, but really good stuff. I tried on that dress and skirt. Oh, and I got a sun hat. Only hat I had was a baseball hat. Baseball cap. So now I have a sun hat too. Better protection. I was looking for hats that offer more coverage, but they look kind of silly. Like what are they called? The bucket hats that are wide brim. They look a little bit funny, but sun hats don't really look funny to me. I thought it looked nice. I don't know how to fold it properly though. It was folded well in the store, but I've since unfolded it and I can't get the shape right again. It will happen eventually, even by accident, so that's okay. I really like it though. It has a little buckle, a golden buckle on the top, and it's all black. Yeah, I'll get it down. Eventually, I'll figure out how to style it. A little. It does look kind of slightly Dark Lolita-esque. A little bit. If I ever do cosplay kind of stuff, I will do a Lolita outfit. I love that style. And if I got an outfit too for a model, then the next one would probably be Lolita. It's just, I like the ultra cutesy clothes. Even though I don't wear much of that right now. Too much effort though. I don't want to tie 100 bows on me, you know? So just simple and feminine is good. Perfectly fine for me. But for a special thing, maybe. What else? So... Oh, to... I mean, I don't know if I could do those dance shorts. Like, who does them? Sora. That's right, from Holo. I think she does dance shorts, she used to. Chaotic. Hello. Good morning. I really like her alien music video. I think she did a short for that, but she... Oh, and Kizunai does dance shorts too. I don't know if I ever do something like that, but that's one way you could use it. And it's cool because you just have to learn a quick, limited choreography, not a whole dance. And it can be the chorus. It usually is the chorus. So it seems pretty fun, but these are things very, very far in the future. Okay. I checked up on the other members after you told me that Rosemi left, and a couple others had left too. I was surprised I left, but most of them are still there. I just don't watch a lot of corporate VTubers anymore, or in general, because I watch a lot of dramas now. But I just like checking up on them, you know, seeing how they're doing. I guess that's one of the things that's the least... how do I phrase this? I don't like the most when they leave. Can't see how they're doing if they're still alive. So... fair enough. It's not for everyone. But... YouTube was probably a big reason I wanted to start streaming, because I only saw some of the more corporate stuff before then, but this group thought, oh, they're like real, just normal streamers but with avatars, you know, they don't have to be like idols. Before then I kind of thought it was only an idol thing, because I hadn't watched indies at that point, so I'm indebted to them. Ah, those are some of my favorites from Hololive too. I realized that. Oh no, I think Ina's the only one of my favorites that hasn't graduated. Yeah, but I don't watch as much. They're still they're all very talented. It's a lot to keep up with, so there's so many people and so many new waves. I can't. It's a bit overwhelming. Yeah, it's true for Hololive too, though. Just in the beginning, the clips that I saw didn't suggest it, but it's kind of true for everyone. What was I saying? What else did we do that day? Oh, my mom still talks with me a lot. We must have. Oh, too sadly. Well, hopefully for the best for them. Yeah, I don't like that aspect either because I don't like goodbyes. So people corporal VTubers seem to leave faster usually than indies. You know, so I would say almost all the time. Thank you for following. Thank you. So I don't like goodbyes at all. Even if I don't particularly care for someone or for a streamer, if they leave, I'm sad. So I don't know how you couldn't be. She's so sweet. I think the rosebuds would take care of them anyway. So what else? Oh, while shopping, I'm still. She already left. She left. Was it the end of August? I think you told me. I checked after I watched a bit of her graduation. She had quite a normal graduation. It felt just like a regular chatting stream. Well, there were some performances towards the end actually, but it felt very casual. I guess that's a good thing. Yeah, when I go out, my mom still talks with me, and I don't know. I usually don't say anything, but I at least point out one time. At the end of the day, it really makes me feel incompetent, you know? I'm trying to talk more, but I understand why, because even a few months ago, I wouldn't be capable of talking to people at the register and stuff, but now it makes me feel like a kid. Like I'm so incompetent, I can't even say hello or basic things, but I'm not that bad. I've gotten a lot better. So I told her, so hopefully she stops talking for me. Hopefully. Hello Pippi. I need more practice, but I even did an interview. So I went to my interview on Monday. Was 4 on Monday, 4 p.m. It wasn't just that we got there. It was a different one. It was a long button down, and that's my zipper. And it had no long sleeves, just a long button down. I went pretty far down, and I wore knee-high socks with it. It was probably the best outfit I put together in years. So it was nice. The having buttons go all the way down in the front is a little bit made me a bit nervous. I only had a shirt under. I don't have those safety pins yet. I should buy some of those for dresses. Or skirts. Well, other people's feelings don't make me feel better. I want you to do well, but I understand. Thank you for empathizing with me. I don't know if I failed it yet though. So, okay, I can tell you about how it went. I went there like 25-30 minutes early. Not because I was trying to really, but I had to use Uber. And I've never used Uber, or not never, but I haven't used Uber on my phone in a long time. Cause everyone was busy. Yeah. So that's my first time being alone in a car with a stranger for I don't know how many years. Minimum 5, 6, 7, I don't know. A long time. Very long time. And it was okay. We didn't talk. I don't know if they prefer that or if they want small talk, but I guess if they find silence uncomfortable, they've probably gotten used to it because a lot of passengers won't talk. So it's okay, I think. I didn't say anything except getting in and getting out. It wasn't awkward really, but even though it was silent, because I don't mind it being silent at all, and the car sounds are enough I think to fill the gap. But the second guy had really the music was really something. It's not that bad. There are so many. Lots of curses. I thought it was kind of funny because it's so different from what I normally listen to. So it's kind of funny. Super crude. I thought it was funny that you would choose that when a lot of people, wouldn't be accustomed to it. Because you would think that they'd want to put on something that's least offensive as possible. This man did not care. He said, I don't care about the tips. I don't care about the ratings. I just want to listen to what I want to listen to. And I respect that. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Oh wait. I do know. I remember. Exactly. So, it was at least a little bit funny because of that. But yeah, he seemed a bit done with the world. Yeah, I could see that he felt that inside. I said, I told him to have a nice day. That's all. I said it back, so I could social moves. I tried. I don't know. Hopefully it feels better. Mm. Mm. So, what was I saying? Oh, wait, interview. So I just waited there. I just waited there for the 25-30 minutes. And what did they say? I heard them say loudly, at least she's earnest. So I guess it's okay that I got there so early. But maybe I shouldn't have. I don't know. But I thought this is my kind of third interview, sort of. There was one over the phone, one I did last week, and then this was the third one. So the talk with the manager actually went quite well. A lot of the big questions I answered in the first interview, all of the situation questions, some of which I fibbed a little bit, but you know, I don't have much experience, so I gotta do what I gotta do. Even though I don't like lying. I think that's good. It's just, stretching the truth a bit. Just a bit. Also, everyone does, so if you don't stretch the truth, then you're at a disadvantage. So, yeah. Just, So most of those were covered. This was more about personality and what I know, and a bit about work history and goals, things like that. And I thought I was doing a good job putting on enthusiasm and being louder and stuff, but in the middle of the interview, she's like, "Oh, you're pretty shy, right?" And I was, yeah, I'm a bit like, "Oh, don't worry. If you work here, our customers will get that right out of you." Okay. I think, I think that would be a good thing. Cause, it's better if it wouldn't force me to be social, but if I could not be anxious, that would be great. The goal is to be able to be alone, but if someone speaks to me, I'd like to be able to say what I'm thinking. Cause I can't speak clearly because I'm so nervous on people. But she told me that she'd want me to work there. So I was thinking, oh, this is going fine. She said she liked me and she wanted me to work there. But there was a surprise interview with the executive director, I guess. And I did not do well. I didn't know there was a second interview. And his spiritual pressure overwhelmed me. But I just couldn't explain. I couldn't explain things as well as I did, even for the managers. It was my questions, my answers were a lot faster and less detailed, and yeah, he seemed nice. It's just you know he means business. You know what I mean? So. And it didn't help that he was the most eloquent person I spoke to there. He didn't. I don't think he said once or stumbled a single time. And he explained everything so clearly and with so much charisma. So it's just, it must have seemed even worse to him. So I think because even though I think I did well with the managers and they would want me to work there, I don't think he would want me to work there because I think I seem socially incompetent, which I am, but I'm putting on, I at least put on a front and it works out okay, but it didn't work on him. I wasn't ready. Hi Vicky. Hello. I wasn't ready. And I think he could smell fear. Mm. And I didn't know how long to look, how long to make eye contact. And my eyes were watering, not because I was crying, but I wear sunscreen and it always gets in my eyes. So after like 30 minutes to an hour, it just started watering like crazy. Mm. So, but it is a super duper. Oh, I wasn't in there for an hour. I mean, after I put sunscreen on, before I leave the house. You're supposed to put it on like 15 minutes before you go in the sun. The entire time I was at the place was like, I was about to answer your question. Good timing. Was about 40 minutes, I think. It was a windowless room. And it was far up. It was up the stairs and in this little hidden corner of offices. Well, a lot of it was waiting. I'm not counting the part where I was waiting in the beginning, but after I spoke to the manager, I think I waited like 20 minutes, 15 minutes to speak with the executive. It's like when they make you wait before an interrogation so that you get nervous. They pulled the same strat. They wanted me to fail. But yeah, I don't think I did that well with him. I tried though. I tried to look friendly, but I was really nervous. And I don't know, I think I held eye contact for too long, or I didn't want it to be too little, so I didn't know where to look. I'm not used to it at all. I never had to think about it before becoming a shut-in, so I'm sure my instincts will return to me, hopefully. One day, you know? One day I hope they will. Because it was never difficult before, but... yeah. What else? Oh yeah, water, 1 second. It might be for the best though if I don't get it, because it is extremely social. Like normal people with a normal amount of socializing who do a normal amount of socializing would probably struggle. So it's really throwing myself into the deep end. Yes, it's a chandelier job, and it's also a pretty fancy place. And it's also quite serious because assuming that I'm not out of the picture already, there would be another interview. So minimum 4 interviews for this place. So that's what they said at least. And well, I talked to you, I talked to chat and my immediate family members. And then over the last 2 weeks, I've been talking to potential employers a little bit. That's the extent of it. Maybe an average of once every other day. Before that, just immediate family members and you. So, pretty limited. All the desktop audio went away. Desktop audio. Okay. Good thing I have it open. German? I've never gone that before. No. That's what my family said too. At least it's good practice. This is my first. I apologize for not being German. Also, this isn't my full normal voice. I stuffed me a little right now. Sorry. This is really the first real round of interviews I've done, because for my current job, there wasn't an interview, there was just a test you had to study for a while, and then the interview was just you prove that you're real, and you show them your ID. That was it. The status effect has lasted a while. But, maybe the managers liking me will be enough, because that's who I'd actually be working with. But I'm not gonna get my hopes up, because I know that they're interviewing other people, and I can't imagine that there's anyone less qualified than me. All I have is my charisma, and I don't have charisma. I have shy charisma, if that's a thing. The only thing I have is that they like me for some reason. I don't think I'll get it. I didn't want to be specific about the job in case I get it, since I'll be talking about it sometimes, but, what can I tell you? Reception? Sure. Reception. You have to welcome everyone and handle all the calls, and it's very, very people-facing. It's super social. So, for me, honestly, it might be too much, so... yeah. Essentially, but it's a big place, so there are lots of ladies. And everyone there is extrovert to the extreme. I would be like a little duck among swans. They're all super extroverted and very loud. It doesn't fit quite well enough, I think. But maybe they want a little variety. I don't know. Oh, did you? That's good. That's good. Quality. Is it? Okay, Cosmo. I don't know. Maybe so. I'm sure they have some shy guests. Maybe they want someone who can empathize with that. But it is a fancy place, and it's beautiful. It would be nice to work there because it's close to a body of water. Bodies of water everywhere. It's close to a body of water, and it's a really beautiful view. So I just sat there with for a while. Thought maybe this would be the last time I saw it after it was over. I had to wait for my mom to come pick me up, but I didn't want to wait at the hotel any longer. I thought it might get awkward, so I just walked out and waited by myself near the water. And they have lots of chairs lying out, and it looks beautiful. High turnover. Really? You would think the opposite. Well, I guess you're right, because they're probably leaving for better jobs. They said they were looking for someone urgently, though. But I don't doubt that they have other options. It's okay, though. I'm not sad if I don't get it. This is my first real interview set. And yeah. Oh, also, when I'm nervous, I talk to myself quite a lot. So after the interview, I pretended I was on the phone so I could talk to myself as much as I wanted without looking strange. I'm so glad we have cell phones. If it was like 50 years ago, I would look very weird. Thank you so much. Even pretended I got some responses. It was fun. We chatted about the view a little too. Wait, that's what a lady said on TikTok. My brother sends me some interview TikTok videos. He says no one ever gets worse. I mostly talked about me bombing the interview. And what we were seeing can be a blessing in a curse. It is nice though that I can give you a way out from that, because I am socially incompetent, but I don't have a justification except that I locked myself away for many years. So yeah, I'll just have to get back to how I was before. But because I'm so out of practice, I really understand not being able to talk to people and make proper eye contact and all of that. And also, I've never liked small talk. Even when I was younger, I just didn't see the point in it. So, I don't know. But for kids, you can skip that. You can just walk up to them and say, do you want to play tag? You know, you don't have to ask them how they're doing. But they're always doing fine, by the way. I've never seen anyone say they weren't fine to a stranger. Because where do you go from there? Now I'm worried. Or now the mood is all bad. So you can't say you're not fine. And that's fine. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really mind, though. It's what people do, so it's fine. If that's how you have to start, then that's how you have to. But I'm not really that interested in most conversations anyway. Being part of them, I mean, I like listening to them a lot of the time, but so I don't really care to learn pleasantries, but I have to. You really have to do that. I have to get reacquainted with that. It'll be fine. I can learn. I'm confident. Eventually. What is small talk besides the weather and how are you and little things about your job? No, I understand. I don't see why not, you know? Tell me your ideas. I'd want to know. I want you to try to give me solutions, but no, most of the time people just want you to empathize with them. They just want to vent. Most of the time they know how to fix it. They just want someone to empathize with, to get it off their chest with. They usually know what to do, and they'll do it. Talk about yeah. It's nice that they care about their son though. Good. Sociable co-workers. Very good. Okay, what else? Yeah. I think if it's an obvious solution, they probably know, and they just wanna talk about it a little. But maybe if you have something that you think they may have not thought of, then you can say it. Otherwise, you can't really. You shouldn't really say anything. Opening work, some girl. Oh, I see. You can talk about energy drinks for 2 minutes? I don't even think I could do that on stream. I'm most eloquent here. I see. I really like like it when people talk about their interests though. I like it a whole lot. Then I don't have to talk. It's nice just to see someone being enthusiastic. Yeah. I don't see what's wrong with it though. I wouldn't mind if someone just talked about something they really love for a while. Then it's like we had a conversation. Even though it was one way, and you make the same amount of progress with them, but you don't have to know what to say. And I think no matter what it is, it's interesting if they're interested in it, because you can feel... I was gonna say it was kind of like a game. You can feel the enthusiasm. Flavor comparisons. Oh. I see how that could be a 2-minute talk then. Oh, you're very skilled. What else was I... Oh, when after the interview with the main director, I was so nervous. I walked past the door that we came in. And at the beginning of the interview, he was talking about how good memory is really important. They have repeat customers and you have to remember their names. I couldn't even remember what door we came in. Talk about... I can see that. But if you're enthusiastic about it, then I think it could be interesting. Even if I don't have a personal interest in roguelike games. Yeah. The phone call is necessary. Needless to say, I don't think they're gonna call me back. You never know. And the thing is, you're supposed to be able to make small talk with the people there too. You have to, because you want to make them feel comfortable. But I didn't even make small talk with the director because I was so nervous, and also like I'm not good at it yet. And I had such an easy one. There was a picture I was staring at of, I assume, his daughter. It was really cute, and it was with these like lights, those light wristbands. And she had it in a funny shape over her eyes. I could have said something about that because I did find it cute. I could have said that it was cute, or that she was cute, and it would have been small talk, and it would have been better. But I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything that wasn't necessary. But anyway, I noticed it after. Sorry. It is what it is. If you could tell I was shy, I think, and you're not supposed to be shy for this role. So, anyways, what I'm saying is I probably didn't get it, and that's okay. It's very, very out of my comfort zone. So I have another interview in about 5 hours. Looks like we're not sleeping again. That's okay. About 5 hours at a place that would be a bit less social. So yeah, it's just retail work. I think that might be more suitable for kind of first in-person job anyway, so we'll see. And the only issue is it is part-time. The other place was full-time. I'm trying to work as much as I can before I leave, but it's okay. I could find another part-time job, but then the schedules might conflict. And I saw one of my draws us that I don't have anything else going on, so I could do any hours. Yeah. Oh, leave for college in another state, potentially. About the residency, though, I don't know if I can get it because I actually don't have access to those documents. They don't exist. My mom doesn't know enough about taxes, so she gave me the wrong information, and you can't go back and change it. So I'll see if you can contact them, but I don't think you can. I think maybe I have to wait for the form to reset, and I have to try again. But I don't know if I'll qualify. Yeah. No, that isn't the problem. It's that she's never done it. So, and they use, if you're dependent at all, they use your parents, or parent to determine residency status. And I don't think it's enough. We'll see. Well, yeah, I'm gonna email, and she has one advisor, I think. So I'm gonna email him. Maybe, I don't know if he knows about residency stuff, but he can at least tell me about what part of the tax return this information would be on, and if it might be helpful for showing residency. Yeah, I'm very new to taxes too, so I don't know. It is what it is. I'll just... I have an older brother, and I asked him when we were doing this too, but he was also relying on the information that my mom gave me, so he knows this stuff better. Yeah, they make taxes purposefully hard, I think, so you have to use those tax services. It's a conspiracy. They're really not too difficult if you just study a little bit. You don't really need someone to do it unless you have a business. You probably don't need an advisor or anything. But at the beginning, it's a bit hard. Yeah. But imagine if you were young and wise. What a life you'd have. Youth is wasted on the young and all that. Well, we do kind of use him for advice, but not too much. Yeah, I guess we did resort to asking him about it, but it's too late. I have to figure out what to do. On the plus side, you must be very knowledgeable if you're the go-to. It's good. It's a good thing, good skill to have. So I have to email and then maybe talk to them and see what I can do, because it's really important. See? Oh, you've been deep in the weeds, huh? Hello, Nat. Hello. Well, I've got a plan. You'll hear my plan later at the end of the stream. I realize I mostly do talking streams, but I just find them really comfortable, and my keyboard is still a mess, and I'm still not very good at talking while playing games. But that's why I need to do it, so I can learn. But also, when I have a lot to talk about, it's just better to do a pure Zatsu stream. Really? Okay, that's good. Yeah. They're easier to listen for in the background if people like a more podcasty type vibe. Because for games you kind of have to see what's going on. I like tournament streams too. Let's see. What was I saying? saying something and then I forgot. What was I saying? Oh, for where I want to go potentially, it's really, really important that I qualify as a resident, because the acceptance rate is like how many times greater? Like 10 times greater for people who live in that state. So it's a really difficult school to get into. If I don't qualify, then my chances are so slim. It's not just about the money, but it's acceptance too. And the school is kind of important too. Well, it's kind of in the middle of it. It's not your fault. It's important school to my family. It's where my grandpa went, and they want another person to go there for sake of tradition. But and none of my cousins went. So maybe I can fulfill this, and it's really, really, really hard to get into. But the thing I'm worried about is that I don't know if it's right, I don't want to tell you what I'm aiming to do, and I don't want to tell my family, because if you don't do it, if I don't end up doing it, then I'll just disappoint them severely. So I've kept it a secret from them, and I will continue to do that. But it's a really difficult thing, and I don't know if I'll end up liking it, and if I'm miserable doing it, then what will I do? Yeah, it's not Ivy League, but it's like Ivy adjacent, I guess. It's pretty close, so I don't know. I don't know if we'll. I don't know. I just don't know. If I don't end up liking it, then what? Then I've gone back to school and spent all this money and time for something I'm not gonna pursue. So I'm just really worried I won't actually like my idea of what I want to do with my life. And that I won't be capable, because it is really difficult. Yeah. But that's the problem, is that for what I want to do, I have to take preliminary classes, undergrad classes first, and then I have to do the other stuff. So it's possible that I take those preliminary prerequisite courses and I'm fine with them, even though they're quite difficult. But then the actual stuff that I need the prerequisites for, I don't like at all. Like more hands-on stuff. So I'm just I'm really confused. I wish I could do something to know for sure. I don't have legacy status because it only applies to parents, unfortunately. And it was my grandparent, so I skipped one. That's okay. It's fine. I don't want the nepotism exception anyway. No, I really don't mind. Yeah. Oh, and also for siblings, yeah. For immediate family members. Siblings too. So, what was I thinking? What was I saying? Yeah, I just don't know. It is, right? It is. That's why it's such a shame. But also, I don't want to rely on it anyway. But yeah, you have a much better chance if you have legacy status at these schools. Still gonna try though. I just wish there was a way to know for sure that I want to do this. Maybe I'll just do it and suffer for forever. Just do a job I hate forever, like my dad. A lot of people do that anyway. maybe that's my destiny. Who knows? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to find out if I like it. First, I don't think there's a way for me to. I could try shadowing, maybe. So are you stuck doing something you don't like? Morning. It's 5 a.m. It's an army. It's army clock. I think it's called a 24-hour clock. I think, yeah. But you wouldn't be able to tell because I always dream in AM. Yeah, that's the crucial mistake. Taking too many electives the first year. But yeah, you should definitely save them. But I mean, you know now. You know how to do that now. But if you also save your core classes for the last couple years, then you can end up getting worse professors because you're desperate to get your core classes in. So we should probably start doing that from the first year. Understood. That's true. But I just wonder if it's enough, you know. You can be passionate about something, but also simultaneously hate it. You can be passionate about doing something very difficult that also makes you miserable. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, prime example. I woke up 4 a.m. No, I've been up for a long time. I've been up for... when did I wake up again? A bit after I said I slept 14 and a half hours. A bit before that. Whatever time that was. A while ago. Yeah. Right. So maybe you're supposed to hate jobs like that, but if you don't do that, if you don't aim for a good job, then do you just settle for something, you know, simple forever? Like, for example, if I worked, say I got this retail job and I made my way up to a manager and maybe a bigger manager, executive manager, is that a thing? I don't know. I don't know how far you can work your way up, but let's say I work my way up to whatever the highest position is there. Is that fulfilling? Is that like reaching my full potential? Should you reach your full potential? Is there a point in it at all? Is it better to have more time to yourself? What if you don't have hobbies you love? Then maybe you should just live to work. Maybe you should live to work and help people do that work. If you don't have anything of your own to cling on to. Anyways, these are just the questions. I mean, like, guys, this is coming a few centuries too soon. But it's, you know? So, I mean, if you have a job that's really involved and difficult, I feel like it's hard to feel like you don't have any sense of purpose. So that's a plus. Two. We're sharing too much information. There must be information overload. We're progressing too quickly before our bodies can age. You know, I was thinking, what are you saving the extra time for? The time that you don't spend studying or working your way up to get to a really, you know, fulfilling place, career-wise? What is it for? What are you what is the extra time for? If you're close to your family or you have a hobby you really love or something like that, then I could understand. But I don't have anything like that, you know? The only hobby I really like, I like streaming, but it's not something you do forever. And watching stuff, but it's very unfulfilling. So I don't have any hobbies that are, active hobbies. Hobbies that you could feel proud of and make progress in. You don't really get better at watching dramas. I guess you could at streaming, but I don't. I would never tell anyone. Oh, your quarter-life crisis hit you hard. I don't cosplay at all. And dancing, I'm still very nervous about. I'm a sedentary person, you know? It really doesn't suit me, but I just find it cool. So I want to try it, just... I find it so embarrassing. Yeah. I like watching people do it, just... I don't know. I feel embarrassed myself. I'll try it at some point, though. Yeah. I guess. But there are fulfilling things, you know, hobbies that you have a hand in, like maybe building things, maybe carpentry or building miniatures or painting them like Cock does, or any kind of sport, anything that you can get better at and you put a lot of mental and physical power into. I feel like those maybe would be something you would want to pursue instead of work, as fulfillment, as a source of fulfillment in your life. But things like watching YouTube or watching YouTube or maybe playing games or any kind of pure consumption hobby, maybe it doesn't feel the same. I guess because you're not making anything really. You're just passively taking it in, I guess. I guess so. No reason you need to have adult hobbies. I can't even go through shorts regularly because there's so much going on. It's really, really overwhelming to me. I would rather stare at a wall than have to watch shorts because there's so much to think about. I can't stop thinking about it. And then it becomes overwhelming and I become too enamored with people and I don't feel like I can do anything and it feels hard to exist. So I can't watch them. It's too much going on. Yeah, but I think it's because you don't think about them. Because it's mindless, but for me it's like overdrive. What's it called when a computer is overheated? Whatever that's called. Kinda. But that reminds me of that whole thing about introverts being chronically overstimulated and extroverts being chronically understimulated. Maybe the reason that they're super overwhelming to me has something to do with that. Maybe extroverts can peruse more easily. Actually, that's interesting. That's an interesting experiment. Like, is it more common for extroverts to watch brain fart stuff or be addicted to fast-paced content, short-form content? I have a feeling it is. It's my hypothesis. I didn't use an if-then statement though, so minus 50 points. Mm. It's so far gone. How? I don't know how you can bear these streams. They're just plain talking. I guess it's a break from it. It's like how, the reason you watch YouTube and streamers, it's because it's a nice casual break from things that are produced, with a lot of effort and cinematography and writing, and you have to think about it and everything's planned out. It's casual, it's a break from that. So maybe this is the same thing. This is the break from the break. It's that laid back. Maybe. Reading is a nice hobby. I haven't been reading though. Well, no, I've been reading. I'm reading right now, but I haven't been reading books. Yeah. I guess that's true. Maybe as a lurker though. I guess you're right. Also, I talk kind of fast. Well, a little. And switch between topics a lot, because as I've mentioned before, I like when streamers keep talking. So I guess it kind of makes sense. Maybe if you were a lurker, I wouldn't understand, but yeah, I can see that. Okay, we got really off topic there. Maybe I could spend the 2 to 3 minutes on the energy drinks after all. Yeah, I noticed that too. I think book talk has something to do with that. Yeah. This is the only place I can be called chatty. It's cool though. I can never be called that anywhere else. It's great. It's just me talking to myself pretty much. Here I can be... if only I could have been eloquent during the interview. I had to go see executive director of insert company name here. Why not? Very much. Pens. Oh, were you? I want to see what that was a response to. Oh, okay, I saw. My mother said I should have said something like, it was nice talking to you. I feel a bit nervous today. Maybe if you could give me another chance, if you could give me another chance, I'd love to talk to you again or something like that. But I'm not socially experienced enough to come up with that, so I didn't. But it's alright. It's alright. There's still a small... If he rejects it because it's Twitch, then it's discriminatory. Don't worry, I can report. But I'll show him grace by not reporting, and I'll be so thankful that he'll hire me. That's the plan. I do need to have access to recording devices though. We'll see. Yeah, the picture of his daughter that I assumed was his daughter is just a random girl he pulled off the internet, and it's covering up his waifus. If only I would have peeled the corner back. Then we could have had some wasn't small talk. So, what else was I saying? Okay, I talked to myself for a long time. I waited. Thank you. Following Arlie Marie? That was wrong. That was probably very wrong. What is RD? RD is good, hopefully. Hello. What was I saying? Okay, I told you about that. Interview tomorrow. I'm less nervous for that one, though. I wasn't German. He was a bit off geographically. The whole time I was British. He came from there. I guess that's the stream he saw too. Let's look into parallel universes and how that would work. Yeah, I'll try to use my newfound tech. Although I really should stop going to these interviews with zero sleep. It's in less than 5 hours now. I really should stop doing that. The idea that I have to see the sun soon makes me sad. But I can't get a night shift job because then I can't stream anymore. So we'll see what happens. No, I don't wanna sleep. My joke is making noises. If I leave now, I'm not gonna sleep anyway. I'm just gonna keep watching the drama. So it's better for me to be here. I was gonna go on a run, but the sun is coming up soon, so I guess I'll just run around the house. Also, our cat is missing. But she goes missing a lot, so I'm not too worried yet, but my mom's really worried. I was gonna look for her on the run. I should look for her anyway. But I think we have a caller. It's mostly not a voluntary thing, yeah. I'm just very nervous being outside, so I can't really sleep. And also, my sleep schedule is very messed up. Usually I stay awake as long as I can before it becomes dangerous. So I stay awake like 24 hours, 30 hours regularly. I've been doing that a bit less though recently, so that's why. And then the interview will just happen to fall in that 24 or 30 hour window, or at the end of it, and I can't sleep, or I know I won't wake up. Another good thing about a job is that I would fix that. You can't have hours like that if you have a normal job. What? That's the thing though, is I don't have insomnia at all. I fall asleep so easily with my messed up schedule, or if I sleep during the day. But if I try to sleep at night with a normal schedule, it doesn't happen. I can't sleep at all, and then plus the interview. So I should probably look for the cat though. We let her out, even though she's kind of supposed to be an indoor cat. We let her roam around the house, or wherever she wants to go, really. So we have a tracking collar on her, but the collar says she's in the house. We're right next to the house, but she's not there, so it fell off. Or it's broken. So the whole point of the collar is kind of gone, because I can't find her with it. So I'm gonna go look around again. Yeah, I'll go look. She does this though, she really does. I'm sure she'll come back. I tried to reassure my mom, but if she doesn't come back, then I don't know. I guess there's no difference whether I reassure her or not, because there's nothing she could do. Human energy. Not being used. You think so? You mean because I'm so sedentary? I see what you mean, yeah. You're supposed to be tired when you go to sleep, but I'm not really tired. Unless I stay up a really long time. That's probably why. Because I am very sedentary. Post. Yeah, post is the postal service. So. What was I saying? Oh, cat. Yeah, I shouldn't worry. I'll go look for her more though. After stream, which will be a bit before sunrise probably by the time I end it. Maybe a bit earlier than that. So what else? I'll look for a collar too. Okay, talked about. I wrote down some things. Oh, my desk kind of has ants all over it. I don't know where they came from, but they're not the big ones, they're the tiny ones. And I bring my computer from my desk to my bed, so now the ants have... To clarify, there aren't ants in my bed, I checked, but they're on the computer screen. I don't think they leave because they follow the trails, you know? And because they're not in my bed, there's no trail to follow. So they just stay on the computer. I took the dishes I left here and put them in the sink. I didn't run the water. I want to give them a chance to escape. I don't know where they're gonna escape to, but even though I know they probably won't choose to escape, just so I could say I tried, because I can't save them individually, they're so tiny. The smart ones can live. In a way, I'm just speeding up natural selection. The ones that can realize they're about to be in the Great Flood can live. I gave them time. But I can't escort them out one by one, you know? Are they? Yeah, I wiped down the desk. Enjoy your breakfast. Bye-bye. I wiped down the desk and now there are not many here anymore, so I should have done that earlier. I don't know where they're coming from. But there was some in the bathroom too. I don't know what they're eating in there. They went to the cabinet where medicine is, but we don't have any sweet medicine, so I don't know what they're eating. Maybe they're eating the wall itself? I'm not sure. Because they can eat like glue and drywall, maybe. Maybe I'm thinking of carpenter ants. I don't know. They're the small ones, so maybe not. And what else? About bed bugs. I think, are they bed bugs or are they ticks? This is... actually, I want to know. Bed bug. Is it just a type of bed bug? No. Brown nymphostage closely resemble. No. I think. Wait, but both feed on blood, correct? Let me check. Humans. Yes, they're very closely related. So this maybe holds hold up for both of them, but I know I think, is it a bed bug or is it a tick? But I think a bed bug can survive a whole year if it just gets one really good meal from a human. I think they were bed bugs because the demonstration video I watched, they said they don't transmit diseases. He even put the bed bug on his own arm to feed. So yeah, I think it was bed bugs a whole year, and they get so fat and chubby. It would be a little bit cute if you didn't know they were filled with your blood. Fruity? No fruity toothpaste for me. Always mint. Roaches and ants. Do you like to pick scrap? More likely there for the water. Probably. They probably are there for the water. Also, thank you for the nightmare fuel, Mexico. My toothbrush cover fell off. I'm gonna go find it after this stream. What else? Yeah, it was bedbug. Oh, thank you. I'm glad it feels chill. I'm actually quite hyper right now. So, about toothbrushes to toothpaste. I had like, I don't know what it's called. Gum inflammation. What is that? Periodontitis. Periodont. I don't know if that's it. Gingivitis? Maybe? I don't know. No, not gingivitis. That's too far gone. It was just the beginnings of it. But when I switch toothpaste, it goes away. But it's always in the same spot. Some gum inflammation in the same spot with a toothpaste that has baking soda. But if I use a toothpaste that doesn't have baking soda, then it's gone. It's completely gone. I don't know why that keeps happening and why it's always on the left side at the top. I don't get it. But I found out because when I went on the trip, I forgot to bring my toothpaste. So I used my mom's and then it went away. So when I came back, I tried everything I didn't use to see what it was, because I thought it might be I was flossing too hard, or I wasn't using mouthwash or something like that. But it was a toothpaste, and I don't know why it's always the same area. I would feel that it would affect different parts of your mouth, but it's always the same part. Maybe I have a habit of brushing there more, so the effect is greater, so I always feel it there first. Or maybe because it's the most vulnerable, I don't know. Higher chance of recurrence, I guess. So I guess I'll get rid of the baking soda toothpaste. I have it. Yeah, it's okay. I don't feel it now. I have it because I took antibiotics, I think a few years ago, 2 years ago, when I was sick. I don't think it's that. I have braces and my teeth are perfect. No, not complimenting myself or my dentist. But I don't think it's like an unevenness thing. I think it's maybe, like I said, maybe I just brushed there more. Maybe habit? I'm not sure. But yeah, a couple years ago, 2 years ago, I took antibiotics when I was really sick, and don't do that, by the way. Don't just guess and take strong antibiotics. Firstly, because we need to fight antibiotic resistance together. Our biggest threat is microbial. Please, together we must fight. Not make them strong. We're in an arms race with microbes. No, I wasn't prescribed. We were guessing because we didn't want to go to the doctor. The frame stopped. Am I gone? Oh no. I have a lot of shame. Am I still here? Am I gone? I don't know. I probably was gone for a little bit because no one said anything, so probably left. Maybe. Yeah, I did. Okay, I did disconnect. I was gonna say, they must have felt a lot of shame in what I did. You know, it was deserved. It was. It was deserved. I shouldn't have done that. It made me... I hadn't thrown up in such a long time. It made me throw up, which now I'm feeding it to the microbes. I'm making the bathroom microbes. resistant now. So it made me throw up. It made me feel the sickest I felt in a long time, and it didn't help what I was trying to fix. Because I think we thought it was stomach ulcers from like pylori or something, maybe? Vtuber pylori. I think it's a common cause of stomach ulcers and other things. Lots of things in your gut. Yeah, they're strong. I wasn't speaking against them though. Oh, the antimicrobial lines. I see. Well, a big part of the resistance is that we feed it to the animals. We feed it to cows and chickens in their feed, because then they don't, then they don't get sick. But then humans eat it, and it's just, it makes it a lot worse. It's like the biggest culprit of it, and overprescription of antibiotics as well. But that's a separate thing. I contributed to the problem by doing this. I won't do it again, I promise. But what I was saying is that because of it too, it kills the good bacteria as well. They were really strong. So I had chronic thrush for like a year. I think I had four cases of thrush for a whole year, and it's like a fungal infection of the throat. God, it sounds grosser than it is, I promise. Yeah. So but if you shine a flashlight down there in the beginning, and it burned so badly that I almost opted to go to the hospital, but I didn't because I didn't want to go to the hospital. So, but when you shine a flashlight down, you can see these white specks. I guess they're little colonies. But yeah, and my mom is in medicine, so she knew what it was right away. And if you just drink apple cider vinegar, then you can get rid of the burning almost immediately. So that's what I did, and I don't know what else helps with it. I forgot. Yeah, but I had that 4 times because it killed off so many good bacteria. So strong antibiotics are no joke. Finally, after taking my 4th round of antifungal medication, finally it healed. It didn't come back anymore. So yeah, but I had that for almost a year after. So I won't do it again. But I was saying that now I know the other thing, because this is the whole point of this story. Is since then I've been brushing with baking soda toothpaste, which also seems to be the cheapest toothpaste, because baking soda also prevented them from growing. So I thought it might help just passively keep it at bay forever. But now it causes this issue for some reason, so I'll switch it. I don't think it would prevent it anyway. It's just more of a mental thing. Goodbye, baking soda toothpaste. Thank you for serving me. I'm not sure if that's why it's used. I think just because it's a good cleaning agent for your teeth. I just used it for that reason. Because I thought it would help with stopping it from forming in the mouth at least. In the tonsil area, I guess. Anyway, yeah. Okay, other stuff. Oh, we got the AC fixed today. It's been broken for a long time. I didn't tell my mom because she has enough to worry about, so I just let it be broken for months. She thinks it was only broken for a week, but it's been broken for a long time. But it's fixed now. I even let the AC guy in, but he didn't actually need to come in because everything was outside, but I could never do that before either. Yes, unfortunately. But it's okay, because I have a fan at least. I have a fan. I guess followed almost, yeah. So it was for most of summer, it was broken. What are the fall months? September, October, November, I think. So it is fall. Hmm. I always thought the winter months were sooner than were like November, at least included November, because I don't live in a place where it snows, so I didn't know that it was supposed to. It snows at that time in January and February. Mm. I didn't know. So maybe it was obvious if it snows where I live. Probably does more in February than in November. Anyways, yes, it's fixed. And when we came into the room to see if we could access it, there was a big cockroach on the floor, but it was dead and it was crunchy. My embarrassment allowed me to sweep it up. I had adrenaline from the embarrassment of it, but I didn't get close to it. Seasons. I think that might be the case in a lot of places. Lacking. Interesting. Interesting. I wrote down some things to tell you. Let me go ahead. Okay. I covered pretty much everything. That's good. I don't really need notes anymore. I used notes when I first started streaming because I didn't know how to talk consistently. So, but I mentioned everything pretty naturally. Or most things. I still have a few things to talk about. I'll get to that at the end. It's kind of been ruined now because we've talked too long. But so. Oh, I already forgot. Oh, I also went to the bank because my PIN wasn't working for ATM. I just wanted to have a little bit of cash in case, also to pay my mom for stuff. But it wasn't working, and I realized it's because I wasn't using a debit card. I'm trying to do it with a credit card, which you can do, but I don't think you use a PIN for it. So it didn't work. I've never activated my debit card because I'm afraid. I'm just more afraid that fraud will happen with it. If I lose it, then they can take directly from my account. So I'm not gonna activate it until I need it. But the lady at the bank seemed like she seemed to think it was a very good idea. Yeah. As long as you have auto pay on, you're okay. And also your credit utilization should be, I think it's below 13% or something like that. I think they say 30, but it should probably be lower. Maybe 30%. So I don't think I'll activate it until I really, really need it. If there ever is a time when I have to use ATMs more, because there's a few with a credit card. They sent me one, but I just buried it somewhere and I can't find it. Yeah. If my credit utilization is too high, over 30%, then I pay it off before the due date because it can make your credit score go down. It's such a sneaky thing too. But anyways, I think that's all. I don't know that many secret tips about credit cards. That's the general things to do. The lady at the bank was so pretty though. I always think everyone is pretty when I go outside. I don't know. They're all pretty. But she was especially pretty. She looked all like... it's hard not to look. It's drawn to pretty things, I guess. I don't know how to describe... When she looked down especially, she also looked like a doll. So pretty. I really do think that of just about everyone though. I wonder why. Because I like people? I'm not sure. Because I don't leave the house? Maybe because everything is new, it's pretty. I don't know. Okay, one more thing. I was gonna suggest this movie I found. I found it too on Amazon. There was a K-drama that was recommended called Good Boy. It's not that, but because I was looking it up, Google showed a movie under the same name. And the premise sounded really interesting. It's about it's a girl meets guy story. Yes, a dog a movie, but the guy has a human dog as a pet. And I was gonna recommend that, but I thought it might be kind of messed up, or it might be too adult, because even in the trailer there was a little bit. I like absurdist horror a bit, but I realized it might be too weird for a watch along, and also I wanted to watch it myself. I don't know when we'll do our first watch along, so I just watched it myself a few hours ago. And I liked it, but the characters made, as usual, terrible decisions. Someone said it was like Tusk, if you've seen that, but I haven't seen Tusk yet. Honestly, the trailer is a bit creepier than the thing itself, but if you wanna, it's free if you want to watch it, but I don't know if I would recommend it. I would not recommend it, but I think you either like it or hate it. Maybe not love or hate. I don't know if there's middle ground as much. I like it. Yeah, the guy's a walrus. I think it looks really, really gory, really disturbing, but I haven't seen it yet. We should watch that if you're into... if you want to watch something quite messed up. But fun horror. Yeah, it was interesting. I liked it. Mostly we're just planning to do them. We haven't done any yet. I'm trying to think of the creepiest horror movie I watched. Maybe Hereditary, which is one of my favorite movies, but it's not because of the creatures. Which creature was really scary? In my opinion, it is not scary. The clown is not very scary. What was a really scary creature? Can you think of any? Oh, I got it. The fly. The fly from the fly. The man fly from the fly, mid-transformation especially. Well, towards the end of the transformation, but with a little bit of human left. That's the creepiest one I could think of. That's chilling. You can look that up if you want to score yourself. I don't think they're creepy. Well, I mean, they're scary as an idea, but I don't think they look so creepy. I guess a bit though. I do wonder why people just didn't carry a pocket full of rocks and throw them. The same director, what was it called? True. why didn't people just carry things that they could throw but didn't make a lot of noise when they're together, like a bunch of rocks? Oh, Midsummer? I saw Midsummer. That one wasn't really that creepy to me. It was alright. Oh, what about one? Oh, I forgot what it's called. The one with the guy from Split. Let me see if I can find it. I can find it if I just look up the movie Split. I think there was... Where is it? What is his name? James McAvoy. Speak No Evil, that's it. It was a bit creepy. He was quite scary in this one. He was very intimidating. But there's an earlier version, I think it might be Norwegian, that apparently is much creepier. Maybe we could watch the Norwegian version. Actually, maybe we shouldn't score. Maybe we should not score ourselves together. I think there are more messed up scenes there, so maybe it's not such a good idea. I don't know. Because this one was scary enough, and I heard that this was child's play compared to the original, so I don't necessarily want to scar myself for you. But I do like horror and thriller. Also, about the movie, I don't know if I should give specifics, but I mean, squeamish? I've never been, I'm not around things that are creepy or gory. It's just one thing, which is blood. I can't handle blood that well. In person mainly, but when it's talked about, you know? Oh, maybe we should do Halloween. Yeah, maybe that could be our first one. We should do a marathon. We could marathon. I was gonna say we could marathon all day, but we can't. Because, we could do at least a couple though. We'll choose together. I would like to do whatever you guys want to do. I'll keep these in mind though. That's another thing. People could just pop in when they have time. Watch a few minutes of something scary and leave. Leave me alone there. I can't really watch... If it's super scary, I can't watch it in complete darkness lying down because it's too vulnerable. Yeah. So, I mean, it's not like I'm, impenetrable shield against horror, but it doesn't get me to jump or anything. I should have a heart rate monitor. One day a heart rate monitor. That would be a good way to gauge the scariest movie though. I'll think about buying one before. I'll think about it. Yeah. I can't really play a lot of horror games on this computer. Maybe... I was gonna say I wanna do something for you for my birthday, because I know streamers usually do stuff for their community. I don't really want to do any event or birthday thing, but maybe it'll be okay if I like call you something. It's something people want. Maybe I could buy a heart rate monitor, but I don't know, or emote, or I'm not sure. I see, so you're open to it. Good. That's great, we can corrupt you. Wonderful. That would be great. Well, if I don't have a job by the 30th, I'd be pretty sad. Honestly, I thought I would have one possibly this week. I guess that was a bit overambitious. Well, hey, I have an interview tomorrow. You never know. Or not tomorrow. in about 4 hours. You never know. It might come true. Yeah, so maybe I could buy that if people would be interested in seeing heart rate during these things. Oh, but actually I don't know if I would even stream because I thought we were just gonna chat together. Also, I shouldn't be spending more money right now, but if I got a job, then oh well, it would be before. oh, I see. Yeah, before my birthday. I don't know. I doubt it. I wouldn't get paid before then anyway. Usually they play weekly. Pay weekly or bi-weekly. It is. No, don't apologize for that. You have life, you know? Everyone's got things going on. I don't expect anyone to be active. Don't be sorry. Yeah, it's just fun when people can be around. So if I get a job, I'll think about if people would want that. So, cause I don't know what else to do for a birthday thing. I don't celebrate my birthday. If you want something else and people want it and it's reasonable, then I could do that. Yeah. It seems to be a place for that. Yeah. On very sleepless nights. I don't know if I've ever helped anyone to sleep though. I hope I have. I think I have a couple times I was told. That's reasonable. Okay, sure. Fair enough. I can't attach it to my model unless I made a new PNG, but it can be there, unattached, just sitting on top. Or I could make a new PNG, you know, maybe that's the effort I should put in. Maybe, we'll see. But there's definitely assets on AO material. They must have it. I'll try to think of something I could do that people would like, anyone would like. Can I talk specifics about the movie? Is anyone gonna watch Good Boy and doesn't want spoilers? Oh, of course. You'd have to get one, I wouldn't leave you out. If not, go watch Good Boy and come back. I'll still be here now in 20 minutes. Just kidding, I'm gonna leave soon, but... Okay. So, the thing is that, as you probably could have predicted from the premise, from the trailer, the guy does not want to be a dog. He's trapped there. But early on in the movie, the guy, the main guy, the psychopath guy, he leaves the house and leaves the dog behind. But we can still see the human dog. But the human dog pants all the time, as a dog would. But when he leaves the house and he's gone for a few seconds, he doesn't stop panting. I thought it would be kind of scary and kind of could hint at what the future would hold if after a few seconds he knows he's gone, it stops abruptly, you know? And there's human breath. I don't know, I just thought that was a good opportunity for it to be kind of chilling early on, but maybe it's even more chilling that he continued to act like a dog because he's so scared of the main guy. His name is Christian. I remember people's names. If he got up, it would be too much, right? That would actually be quite scary. Thinking about this is scarier than the movie itself. Like just imagine this scary dog mask guy from on all fours getting up with the dog mask slowly, ominously. Yeah, it's quite scary. And being quite tall too. Uncanny Valley, yeah. His name is Frank. The dog's name is Frank. I remember. But it gives away too much because it's too early on for him to stand up. But just the breathing I thought would be a good hint. Yeah. What else? So, the premise is that they go on a date. The psychopath guy has human dog for pet, and I think her name is Sigrid, something like that. It's a Norwegian movie, and so they hit it off. She goes home with him the first night. When she's having breakfast, she sees human. I don't know why it's funny. You can't see the hand puppets I'm doing, so you probably don't know why I'm laughing. I'll stop with the hand puppets. So, she sees the human dog thing. She freaks out. She leaves. But she finds out he is a multi-millionaire, so she lets the dog thing go. They date for a bit normally. Then he takes her to a cabin. He confiscates her. Why am I giving you a plot summary? A plot summary. You didn't sign up for this. No, I've already started. I have to commit. After knowing him for just a little bit, she goes to a cabin with him and human dog. And he confiscates her phone, because she has a kind of phone addiction, but I think he was gonna take it anyway. And then, when they're drinking wine one night, and Christian walks away, the dog pulls down his mask for the first time, and he says, what was it? Help me, this guy is a F-word psychopath. And great timing went. And then the thing is though, wait, I shouldn't reveal this yet. And then she has to go on trying to pretend everything's normal while she's in this cabin, isolated with no phone. She tries to escape in the morning. The door is locked, as you would expect. And also he's right behind her, as you would expect. And wait, they go outside. There are lots of opportunities for them to escape, but they don't. And there's like an interpretation that kind of explains this, but they don't escape when they could. There are so many chances, like when he's drunk, when they're out around people, sort of, when they're going for a walk. There are neighbors. You do see them. So it's not completely isolated, but inside the house it is. Actually, never mind. I think the neighbor is the barn, which is his barn. So maybe they are completely isolated. Never mind. So no neighbors. They don't do anything like that. They don't try to leave. But she. Oh yeah, when they go on a walk alone, he talks to her a little bit more and encourages her to kill him in his sleep. Says she can't do that, but she gets a knife anyway. Why? I don't know. If you're not gonna use it, why do you bring the knife? Because he's gonna know a knife is missing. Very not good plan. Also, he's a bit of a control freak, just a bit. So, he knows a knife is missing. Now he knows that you know. Why would you take a knife if you're not actually going to use it, especially? And also, why would you hide it under your pillow? That's where she puts it, and luckily, she puts it there right as she's going to change the sheets, but he convinces her to let him give it. rinses him to let her change the sheets. But why would you put it there? Because if he decides to sleep on the other side or put his hand under, he's gonna cut his fingers, and then you're dead. It's so funny. You're thinking so far ahead. You must be on the same wavelength as her. Sigurd. So, see, I don't understand that plan. So she has a knife she's not gonna use under her pillow. The worst place for it. And then when she... was it the next morning? Also, he drugs her that night. And then she just wakes up there next to him. Not restrained or anything, but the knife is gone. And he knows. So... yeah. It turns out the dog had a recording device on his collar, so he knew everything from as soon as he started talking. He knew. So the thing is, I think they could have made this part a little bit more impactful, cause good night. I'm also gonna sleep soon. Sleep well. Because as soon as he knows, grandma? Oh yeah, grandma. He knows. Thank you. Sleep well. Bye bye. He confronts her. I think there should have been a bit more build up, you know? I think he knew a bit sooner, but you didn't get the sense that he fully knew, and so it wasn't as scary. But the immediate confrontation just completely kills the tension, I think. Anyway, so she escapes while he's punishing Frank, the dog. Human dog. It's supposed to be like a torture scene, but it's a little bit funny. No, because it's not... I can't explain why it's funny. It's very over the top in a silly way. No, Frank was not in on it. Frank is suffering. Frank is suffering a lot. And so she escapes while Frank bit him. I still don't know why I'm giving you so very... Why am I giving you a play-by-play? I don't... It's fresh in my mind, so that's what I wanna do. It's almost done. It was a short movie, it's almost done. Almost. Frank bit him. And so she was able to grab the keys and get away. And she runs into the woods. And she runs like 5 feet into the woods. She doesn't go far. I think she's probably visible from the window as soon as she collapses. So I don't know what the strategy was there, but she runs a few feet into the woods, and then kind of gives up already, and then runs back with a damp branch and hits him in the back of the head a single time. One time. And she lets him recover as she tries to haul Frank away. Lets him recover. She doesn't try to go for the legs. She doesn't hit his head again. Nothing. Just a single tap. And slowly lets him get back on his feet. And then he hits her with a baseball bat. And then... It was her hero tryout, you know? She didn't make it. She didn't try to do anything though. That's my pet peeve is when they hit the bad guy a single time and they let him get back to his feet. Why? You know? And then he knocks her out with a baseball bat, and then she becomes a dog, and Frank is still a dog. She is a dog, and Frank is a dog, and their baby is a dog. There's like, for shock value, there's one with a kid. There's just one kid at the end walking on all fours, as they do. But he had a bare onesie on. But it's suggested that he will also be a dog. So I guess it's supposed to be shock value kind of thing, but it does feel kind of out of nowhere. And it kind of contrasts the rest of the movie a lot. So you kind of end with a question mark instead of horror. Instead of being taken aback, it's a little bit confusing. So there are some things I would change, but I think it was an interesting movie. It was original, and the beginning was good. I liked the beginning where it was just a bit creepy thing he did, and she's still deciding to be with him or not. I thought that was interesting. I liked that part the most. Yeah, at least it's not forgettable. There are movies that are better made and better shot, but you completely forget about them a day after. But this one I remember. And one of the interpretations was that this was like a metaphor for domestic violence. So Frank is the actions, the violence itself that's apparent. At first it's like a weird thing this guy does, but then it gets more and more extreme. And then becoming a dog at the end is like submitting and being stuck in the relationship. And she had a lot of opportunities to escape and she didn't. And it's kind of like how when people who are with abusive partners and manipulated don't leave, it's kind of like that. At least explains her poor choices and her decision to go on a camping trip with him so early with human dog. It explains that quite a bit. So I think it's a good interpretation. I'm not sure if that's what they were going for, but it does explain some of the things that are less acceptable. Yeah. And what would you do if you found out about, let's say your brain was missing, you were missing half your brain and you decided to go on this camping trip, okay? And the human dog says that about him being a psychopath, and you don't know that there's a listening device. What would be your go-to? My thoughts would just be to pretend nothing happened. Because unless this is the point where he takes the mask off, you're safe as long as you pretend during the trip. So pretend absolutely nothing happened, and then convince him to go out somewhere public. But at least Scooby-Doo can say, "Oh, Raggy." I can't do the impression, but he can at least go, "Oh." But he's not allowed to talk at all, the human dog. He can't speak any word. No words. So it's not like Scooby-Doo, I guess it's mute Scooby-Doo and sad Scooby-Doo. And Scooby-Doo wants to leave the mystery gang very, very badly. So kinda. Oh, but he does kind of eat human food, so that's one similarity. I think I would do that and then convince him to go somewhere that's more public. Maybe say, I don't know if going to a restaurant would work or a specific site, and then we could get out there. But I don't think I would do anything active unless I had a good chance to leave. I certainly wouldn't take a knife. I think I'd just ignore it. I wouldn't want to tell on Frank though, because they could get hurt. But since the listening device was already there, if you knew that, you should tell on him. And then he'll just get hurt a little, but then you'll save him ultimately because he'll think he has your loyalty. But then again, this is thinking about it thoroughly and not in the moment. I guess in the moment you can make really stupid decisions. Yeah, I might go for that too. Because I don't know if he would be trying to change you on the trip. I think he wouldn't have, because after he knocks out with the bat, he cries. I thought that was really interesting from a psychological standpoint. Like, he wanted to be loved by her as a human, and not just as a dog, but he's not capable because he's insane. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's that crazy if you have a dog who wants to be a dog, maybe. A human who wants to be a human. A human who wants to be a dog. Why can't I say it? Fine, if you have that kind of relationship. But it's just the force that's the problem. She was fine with it being... Well, I don't know if I would be fine with that. No, I wouldn't. But, I don't mind from a distance. Problem is the force, it's not consensual, so that's what's scary. And the dog mask is quite scary, too. Yeah, I don't think they wear masks like that. I think that would be more horror. So... Yeah, I think he didn't want her to become a dog. I think he wanted her as a human. And then he gets... Whatever he gets out of the dog... being completely dominant over the dog from the dog human. And has this girl as a separate thing. Maybe. I don't know. So maybe she could have made it without trying to leave that way. But yeah, that's another way. I think he's always kind of aware though. They don't do a very good job of showing you that he's smart and always on the ball, Because they don't show that he drinks less than her. Or maybe they do and I wasn't paying attention. I do remember there was one very small sip of wine, but I don't... He does get kind of drunk or seemingly drunk. They never show him pouring out his drink or anything. So... Or spiking her, so though he does one time. Anyway, it's probably enough talk about the dog. The human dog movie. I really didn't mean to talk about it so much. It's just I watched it just a bit ago, so I'm thinking about it. And yes. 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 I don't know what else. Oh wait, my plan was to run before sunrise. Which I told you, because I watched on Coco. They recommended this idol games thing. It's not something I normally watch, but they have this kind of field day for idols, or this sort of like Office Olympics for idols, and it's pretty interesting. You get to see their skills. It's pretty cool. It made me want to run, and it also made me want to take up archery. But I don't have access to a bow. I don't plan to have access to a bow anytime soon. I think I did. It's also not as fun as it looks because it's outside and it's hot, and you just hit a target over and over again. It's not actually that fun. But it looks fun when they do the competition. It looks quite fun. Also, I can't use it for war. What's the point? if there was a war and I'm dropped, I'm useless with a bow. Unless I have Katniss Everdeen's, explosion. Arrows, then I'm not useful. Although, would I want to be? No, I guess not. The point is, I can't bring calamity with it. I need a weapon of calamity if I'm gonna learn a weapon. For example, I don't think you can kill anyone with a fencing sword. I think you might have better chance with a butter knife. But who knows? So that's why you gotta take a real sword fighting. No fencing. No fencing at all. And my mind is empty now. I don't know. Oh, running. Running and looking for the cat and Wound Forge jump up a dimension slashing. My brain can't quite. I don't know what that's from, but my brain is. It's going already, but it needs to be active for another 4 hours. Oh no, maybe I should try to take a nap at least. I'm less nervous for this interview than the other one, so maybe I could sleep a little. I should also look for the cat before it gets bright out. The flashlight is broken, but it's a good weapon. I heard a man talking about how he was in special services. Like, he did secret stuff for government, and he always watches the doors, and I think about that from time to time, but I don't watch the doors because I'm not a secret guy. I just think about watching the doors, but I don't watch them. He was talking about how we take for granted that we don't watch the doors. So while I don't watch them, I don't take it for granted. Oh, I see. I thought you were pulling a Magic the Gathering move. Maybe I know even less about Magic the Gathering than anyone here. Oh, well, you know about it, but you just collect, right? But you still know about it, or is it just for the picture? Yeah, I'm steadily declining. I don't know what I was talking about. It may seem like I had a grand plan, but I don't have a grand plan. It's mostly just I wanted to exercise. But now I don't know. I'm just gonna look for a cat. Hopefully she's around. We'll see. I guess I'll tell you if I find her, but my brain is shutting off a lot. It does this all at once sometimes, like right now. I managed to talk for longer than when I came back from the 2-week or 3-week break. How is that? I almost sneezed, but wait. No, it will never happen. Probably doesn't let me sneeze on stream. I wouldn't mute it anyway, because it would be cursing. Yeah, no Tascado. One more game that I watched. My brain, it gets so fuzzy. Okay. Well, what was I saying before? I don't remember. I think just started shutting down, so I will go now. Oh, I know what I was saying. I spoke more here than after we came back from the break. I don't know how. I mean, I didn't feel like there was as much to talk about as there was for the trip. But maybe the dog movie took up more time than I thought. I think it was less than 2 hours though for the return stream. I'm also almost caught up on VODs, which is good. Okay, my brain isn't working anymore. Yeah, especially for pure Zotsudon. For gaming, it's a little bit more normal. But, this was odd. Thank you for enduring my good boy human dog synopsis. Thank you. Oh, that's true, you did have people to talk to. I'll try to stream in more active categories so you have more people put it up too. But thank you for doing it. I wonder why nobody else endured it. I don't know, they just they must not be cinephiles like us as high-class cinephiles. So, thank you. Thank you for being here all the time. Thank you. No, they just wouldn't. I don't know if we can even watch movies with these people, honestly. They're gonna miss the subtle messages in all the films we watch. Yeah, it might have to be a two-person watch-along, I don't know. I just can't trust them. Yeah. I'll give them a star rating based on how many Hitchcock films they've seen. If they have over 5 stars, immediate entry. Plus 1 essay evaluating 2 modern films and how they lack compared to the classics. Yes. Okay. Been gone. Thank you. Thank you as always for staying here and keeping me company. Thank you. Sleep well. Bye bye.